Hello and happy 100th birthday, Brother David. My name is Joe Primo, and I have the great honor of welcoming you on behalf of Grateful Living and our international partners. We are just so delighted that you are here with us on this joyous occasion. What a wonderful day this is as we gather to celebrate the 100th birthday of our dear friend, teacher, and brother, our very own Brother David Steindl-Ross. We are grateful to each and every one of you for joining us and for helping us mark this momentous occasion. We got a wonderful program to mark this special day. You're going to hear from great spiritual teachers, a real life rock star, friends of Brother David, and from members of our global community. And most importantly, you will hear from Brother David himself. I think when our time is over, you're going to leave this celebration full of love and inspiration, a good dose of hope and some wisdom, and of course, lots and lots of birthday joy. To get us started, I want to invite members of the Grateful Living team and board of directors to join us and help me kick off today's celebration. So, welcome to our team members, Stephanie Patterson and Cheryl Chard, and to our board members, Jennifer Long, Chuck Ruppel, and Gary Fidel. Hello, friends. It's celebration time. I hope our friends at home have some sweets nearby to enjoy during our festivities because Brother David loves his chocolate and pastries, and in his honor, so should we. Cheryl, what a treat to celebrate with you and all of our guests.
Thank you, Joe, and welcome everyone. It is such an honor and a deep joy to gather with all of you from around the globe to celebrate Brother David. And Brother David, from all of our hearts to yours, thank you for continually inviting us to be fully alive and for all the ways you have added light to the path for each one of us. During this birthday party, we'll share a montage of wishes and gratitude from community members at Grateful Living, the organization Brother David founded more than 25 years ago, and that continues to advance his vision and teachings throughout the world. But before our guests join us, there are a few other friends here to say hello.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. We're so excited to hear from all of our special guests today, and that includes each of you. So, throughout our time together, please feel free to use the chat to share how Brother David has impacted your life. You can share a story, a birthday wish, or simply a blessing to be shared with Brother David throughout. We look forward to reading all of those. And if for any reason your chat isn't working, we invite you to just sit back, be present, and enjoy everything that's being shared by others. So to get things started, we're going to go ahead and invite you to share your response to this question in the chat. If you were lucky to live to 100, what would you want people to say about you and the life that you have lived? Go ahead and share your responses now in the chat. And in the meantime, I'm going to pass things over to our board of directors who are going to be sharing some notes of thanks and love. Happy birthday, Brother David.
Hello, and welcome to you all. My name is Jennifer Long, and I'm the board president of Grateful Living. This is a milestone that so few of us get to have in life, and it's such a gift to have the opportunity to celebrate Brothers David alongside each of you. It's also a privilege for me to serve on the board of directors. As its president, I want to invite you to consider how you can help us advance Brother David's work throughout the many upcoming decades and hopefully even another century. So thank you for joining us at this party, and please now join in the work and help us to create a more grateful world. Alongside me today are two very committed leaders who have been involved with Grateful Living since its beginning and are also with us today, Chuck and Gary. They are dear friends of Brother David and continue to help Grateful Living grow into the future. Happy birthday, Brother David.
Thank you, Jen. Well, dear Brother David, wow, 100 years. You are an old man, and a dear one at that. A number of years ago, you and I reconnected at Sky Farm. And I don't remember the date or time, But I believe you were in your mid-80s, and it was our first contact we had had in years, although I'd met you 50 years earlier. I was drifting in my life and felt very ungrounded at the time. I had heard from my friend Charlie Halpern that you were at Sky Farm, and I arranged to meet you with your sister Michaela for a visit. And somehow I thought if I could just be in your presence, that would be enough to reconnect with myself and the journey I started with my priesthood. We did reconnect as you were gracious enough to walk with me on the grounds of Sky Farm. Two things I remember out from that walk. One, you stopped to pick up a wildflower on the path, slowly looked at it, showed it to me, and said, "Isn't this just lovely?" In a brief moment of stop, look, go, and odd that I remember such a small gesture and yet profound in that it has stayed with me all these years. And the second moment I remember on that walk is asking you if you ever thought about dying. And you answered, "Every day." Well, here's some years later, you're still here and I'm still here, and except that you're 100 and I'm merely approaching 87. Astonishing that to have just written 100 years. If I find that hard to write, you must find it hard to believe. I guess it means you're old. Who would have thought that when we were at Sky Farm, I would now be this day, years later, celebrating with us 100 years, just to say it out loud, give a chuckle to both of us. Life's path is our own, and it's not, as you know. We touch others and we hope of kindness, and we pray for the good of all. Please know that at this moment, as I am here with you, that Stefan and I wish you the happiest of birthdays. Blessings, Brother David. Thanks for your 100 years. It's been an amazing ride with you. Thank you. And now to my friend Gary.
Thank you, Chuck. I remember about 40 some odd years ago, Brother David, we met at Esalen Institute. I went down to hear his special man and spend a weekend. And I found out when I got there that it was all about poetry. I was not really interested in poetry. And there I was, and I felt stuck, and I wanted to leave. I stayed. And at the end of the weekend, I learned about poetry from you. And I love poetry now. I loved it since that first episode, that weekend at Esalen, and I kept going back time and time again to many, many of the workshops just to be with you. And over the years, it's been such a rich experience for me. I've learned so much. You've enriched my life in so many ways. And, you're my friend and became my teacher and mentor. And you have a special place in my heart. There were times when you came to visit us, my wife Candace and I, and one day we were at my home and you were in between visits, and I said I had to go do some errands. And you said, "Well, can I come along?" I said, "Sure." So we went. I had to go to Safeway, and there was a Starbucks next door. And I said, "Well, I'd like to get a chai." And you said, "Oh, that sounds good. I'll have one too." So there we are marching into Starbucks, and we each get chais, and we're sitting in Starbucks, and it was near a high school and all these high school kids, and we just fit right in there, enjoying our chais, and it was just an unusual and very great experience for me. So, I mean, what I've learned from you so many times is to just appreciate the moments, the special moments that we have together, and just being alive and being grateful for everything that life gives us. So thank you very much, Brother David, for reaching 100. And you're my living example. You're the gift that keeps giving, and I am truly grateful. You've got a special place in my heart, and Candace loves you as much as I do. Thank you, and happy birthday.
Gary, thank you so much. It's really special for all of us to hear from you and Chuck in particular, because you've had these long-standing friendships with Brother David for so many decades. Thank you. Over the last month, we asked our global community to share their reflections about Brother David's impact on their lives, and the response was just incredible. So while we can't share all of your thoughts and birthday wishes here today, we chose a few to accompany photos from Brother David's 100 years, and we'll be sure to pass along the complete collection to Brother David. Enjoy.
My name is Kathy Roselli, and I met you in Ithaca, New York when I was about 6 years old. You had come from Austria to study at the Benedictine monastery, and you inspired me to focus on gratitude in life. I start every single morning saying, thank you for another day.
My mom lived to 101 and 8 months. And she lived by what you teach, being grateful, seeing life as a gift, and above all, having peace of heart.
I'm just so much more aware on a daily basis of all the abundance in my life, and I'm so much happier, and the people around me are happier. So thank you so much. Happy birthday.
Your writings and your book have been such an important part of my life.
Hey David, this is Tom Johnson from Oak Harbor, Washington. And I wanted to let you know, besides saying happy birthday, that your work has been very meaningful to me. I'm only 83 years old, so quite a bit younger than you.
Hello, Brother David. You made a big difference in my life by being a close friend of my father's, Jack Lewis, when you all were living in Ithaca. He cared about you so much that you were one of the very last people he spoke with as he lay dying. And I remember how he reached out to you and said, brother, one world, one church, one God.
Thank you, Brother David, for opening my heart and my mind, widening my perspective, enabling me to be more compassionate and kind and loving to all kinds and sorts of people.
Brother David, you have inspired me, saved me my whole life from the day I met you in that church in Lower Manhattan. Your words always brought me to the heart of matters.
Thank you, Brother David, so much for changing my life and that of so many of my friends. I first learned of your work and your ideas when our Quaker meeting studied your book, Gratefulness, the Heart of Prayer, many years ago. I hadn't known how to pray, and somehow this all made sense. A few years later, a dear friend's daughter was murdered, and she didn't know what to do, and turning to gratefulness was the source of great solace for her and her family.
Brother David, I just want to tell you how very much I am totally grateful for you and all of the work that you've done through these many years. You have touched my heart and my soul in many ways. And the world, you are a beaming light. And I just want to express my gratitude to you and just wish you many blessings and much love.
100 years is a very long time. I'm Tom. I'm sending this from Copenhagen, Denmark. And I want you to know that you have been, your words and your work has been very inspiring to me.
Happy birthday, Brother David. I met you in 1984 at a healing conference in Black Mountain, North Carolina. We drove to a house where they meditated 24/7 on world peace. You've made a big difference in my life, my daughters. We get your mailings every day. Many blessings. Thank you for your love.
I want you to know that you have had a huge influence on my life. I wake up every single morning with gratitude on my mind, and I carry it with me all day long. I keep a gratitude journal, and every single day I say a gratitude prayer before I go to bed. Thank you so much for the influence that you've had on my life, and thank you so much for teaching me the importance of gratitude.
Hello, this is Olga from Madrid, and when you know that something is very good, you want to tell everyone. Well, I have told everyone around me about Brother David and his teachings for the past 8 years. Las felicidades.
Happy birthday, Brother David. You may recall that it was a cup of coffee with swirling cream that brought us together almost 63 years ago. I've treasured the memory of our friendship and our time together.
My name is Mary Franklin. I'm just about 87 years old, and after recently losing my husband of 67 years, I have found that your readings really offer me hope and help and courage.
Begin my day, every day, with a prayer of thanks. I've also found that I find more reasons to be grateful each day.
Happy birthday, Brother David. Really appreciate all the words and thoughts you have shared with the international community. I had no idea of this journey of gratitude living as being part of my everyday life, but especially after my husband's diagnosis with Alzheimer's, I really was able to digest the fact that we should be grateful for everything as part of our life journey. And now it is part of me, this grateful living, and I'm part of the grateful community. I feel full circle. Thank you so much.
I have been fortunate to be able to host grateful gatherings for the last few years, and bringing people together to talk about gratitude and how it has enriched our lives. I find it as a great tool for me. If I'm having a tough day, I can shift my brain and say, what am I grateful for here? And that has helped me so many times with some health issues and other things that have happened in my life, because there's always things to be grateful for. And when we see that, it enlarges. And that's really so many of the things that I've learned from Brother David's teachings.
Happy birthday, Brother David. Peace and humility and gratitude were already in my life, but thanks to your work, thanks to your wisdom, thanks to your legacy, my peace is more peaceful, my humility is more humble, my gratitude is just so much more grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother David, for teaching me to be grateful. And I wish you a very happy birthday.
He used the phrase, God loves surprises, and made a reference to life as one big surprise party. And that particular phrase has stuck with me for all these years and comforted me in times when the surprise was not something I would have chosen.
Just wanted to thank you for 100 years of effort. You have inspired me throughout my early 20s, and I'm in my 30s now. I'm 37, but ever since I encountered your work, it's helped me to remain grateful and present, and to never give up, and to remember that God is both immanent and transcendent, even in the face of what any institution may say.
The one message I want you to remember is that God gave you one unique gift that no other person has ever had, and that is your voice. It will never be mistaken for another voice on earth. And I have come to rely on your words, reminding me and calling me back to gratitude more times than I can count. For your life, I'm grateful, and I wish you the very best 100th birthday that's possible for a human to have. God loves you, my dear, and so do I. Goodbye.
Hi, Brother David. Happy blessed birthday. Oh, and I think about you. I think about love. Pure love.
I always say that birthdays are meant to be a reminder that we are to be a gift to the world. And you have taken that so seriously.
You present the gospel as gratefulness. And for this, I am sincerely thankful.
I've been a professor for over 30 years. I encountered your work early in my career and have shared it with many of my students as a part of what I do. I want to thank you for enriching my life and the life of my students.
I have been so incredibly enriched by the work you've done. It's so inspired, and how you find the commonalities among so many faith-based traditions. And the organization that grew out of your work is truly astounding. So thank you for being a big part of my life, a big inspiration in my life. And even though I don't know you, I love you dearly, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Stop! Look! Go! Happy 100th birthday from Grateful Gatherings in Kansas City.
The last 10 years in America have been very dark, and on those dark nights when I woke up and I couldn't sleep anymore, I used your blessings with video as a way to settle myself and find myself again. You have sharpened my taste for the gift of life in its immeasurable facets. And the way you've done it is through your abundance of sparkling humility.
In dark times, you literally were the light that just stayed on. And I am grateful.
I have known and been inspired by your books, your cassette tapes, your videos for half of my life. I thank you for that. I'm going to read for you a poem adapted to your birthday. It goes like this. You who light the tapers of the night, who for the thirsted earth make flow the waters of the sky wells, you who dwell both in the wheat and in the thistle, be mindful too of Brother David in this hour of celebration. Congratulations. I thank God for giving you to us for 100 years.
I want to thank you for all that you gave us in inspiration. May the God of infinite mystery, whose presence shines through leaf and cloud, through silence and song, surround you now with light. May the countless lives you have touched rise around you like a great choir of thanksgiving, and may your 100th year be filled with the same wonder you have awakened in others, the wonders of simply being here and being grateful. I celebrate all that you have given to the world. While nations quarrel and the earth bears the scars of human forgetting, your voice still points us toward remembrance and toward gratitude. I treasure your friendship, and I wish you much blessedness in this milestone of 100 years. Surely you are loved by all and by the Holy One.
From all of us at Grateful Living,
Happy birthday, Brother David.
Happy birthday, Brother David.
Happy birthday, Brother David.
Happy birthday, Brother David, and so many thanks to our entire community for sharing such moving and beautiful words that capture the life and essence of our dear Brother David. From helping us parent, to grieve, navigate uncertainty, wrestle with our religious upbringing, and affirm our love of life, Brother David has taught us well. As you listen to today's remarks from his friends, I want to encourage you to continue sharing in the chat. It is such a joy for all of us to read how Brother David has transformed so many lives. For me, I first learned about Brother David around the time our first speaker was meeting him. I was working in hospice and supporting people while they died. Brother David's talks and writings about gratefulness inspired me in my work, especially once I realized his deep understanding of how gratefulness awakens us to the gift of life. While I was learning this wisdom from Brother David, our first speaker, Chip Connolly, was learning about the wisdom that can be found in aging. Welcome, Chip.
Brother David, this is Chip Connolly, somebody who's been in your life for the last maybe 25 years. I'm the founder and the executive chair of the Modern Elder Academy, MEA, with campuses in Baja and Santa Fe. But you and I used to spend a lot of time at Esalen, especially with Anthony Chavez. And what I loved about my time with you, and what I continue to appreciate in terms of the times we live in, is how you helped me to be in the moment. Richard Rohr, Father Richard Rohr, is actually teaching here at our Santa Fe campus this weekend here at our big ranch. And we were talking about you yesterday. You both have similar lineage, and what he and I both marvel about regarding you is no matter what is going on in the world or with yourself, you find the way to appreciate the moment and something outside of the ghetto of your mind and the ghetto of your ego. You know, your video about gratitude and thankfulness is, just something we use in our program here at MEA to help people, especially in midlife, who are struggling and going through difficult times. But it's sort of a salve for the soul. It's this idea that no matter what's going on, as Viktor Frankl so beautifully wrote in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, being a Jewish psychologist stuck in a concentration camp in World War II, no matter what is going on, you have the ability to hope and have hope and meaning. The serenity prayer, which I think is really a wisdom prayer, speaks to that. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The reason I call it a wisdom prayer is because, quite frankly, the serenity and courage are the two ingredients, but wisdom is what helps you to know which of those two you need to lean into in this moment. I learned that from you. And I learned that from watching Anthony be in service to you. And I loved the relationship, the intergenerational relationship the two of you had. In fact, I later after we first met and spent time together, and I was spending time with you and Anthony, I was asked by the founders of Airbnb to become their modern elder at 52. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not elderly. But then they said a modern elder is someone who's as curious as they are wise. And I appreciated that. And I thought of you when they first said that to me. You were the first person that came to mind because you are my modern elder. You are the person who doesn't just lean into the wisdom that you have. You lean into the curiosity, that experience of being a child, looking at something for the first time, having a wise beginner's mind. Which is a nice combination because the beginner's mind, you have it when you're very young, but the wisdom allows you to see things a little bit differently. So I just want to tell you, I wish I could be there to celebrate in person with you on your 100th. But just know that there are many of us out here who have been touched and inspired by both the words you've spoken, but more importantly, the example, the role model you've been for us, including my good friend Richard Rohr, who says that you've been a role model for him. Thanks so much. I love you, and I'm wishing you a happy birthday, and who knows, maybe another 100 years.
Thank you, Chip. Perhaps looking at life with a child's sense of delight is how we all can get to 100, with a shared love of poetry and a deep commitment to practice and their respective traditions. Jack Cornfield and Brother David discovered a mutual love of trusting in life.
Dear Brother David, happy birthday to you. You know, when the Russian cosmonauts who got stuck in space finally were rescued and able to come back, when their capsule landed, they got out and they knelt and kissed the earth. And other astronauts recited poetry, seeing this blue-green globe floating in vast space. From E.E. Cummings, thank you most for this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees and a blue true dream of sky, and for everything that is natural, that is infinite, that is yes. Dear Brother David, we met 50 years ago at Esalen when you came down like an astronaut from the Camaldolese Monastery on high in the mountains behind Esalen to wed heaven and earth with your great spirit of gratitude. And it was kind of astonishing and special to see you move through the people there, bathing naked and dancing and so forth in your black and white robes. Somehow you brought it all together. Your joyful spirit has opened the eyes and hearts and minds of so many. Your boundless gracious teachings have benefited thousands and thousands of us on this earth. You are a friend, a brother, an inspiration, and an exquisite force of love. Happy birthday, Brother David. I love you.
What were those lines? To wed heaven and earth with your great spirit of gratitude. Such beautiful and loving words, Jack. Thank you. Brother David's life, the way that he has role modeled aliveness and joy, and his very presence has been transformative for so many people. Lynn Twist is among those whose lives were changed by their friendship. Welcome, Lynn.
Brother David, you have made such a difference in my life that I'm overwhelmed with gratitude, which is, I know, your goal. To have each and every human being that you touch be overwhelmed with gratitude. Gratitude for life, gratitude for love, gratitude for trees, gratitude for air, gratitude for our bodies, gratitude for the life we've been given. And I remember so deeply the first time I ever saw you, and you sat on the blue couch in my house, and we talked about the two branches of gratitude, gratefulness and thanksgiving. And I've been using that teaching my entire life ever since then. The work we've done together at Upaya, the poetry, the work we did to raise money for your gratefulness.org, the times we were at Fetzer and getting grants to make sure that everything that you want in your life would be funded. But most of all, the deep and profound love that I have for you, and that we've done Ash Wednesday and Lent together for the last, I don't know how many years. I love you so much, it just makes me cry, because I'm moved to tears by who you are and who you've been in my life, and the gift you've given me to live in the great fullness of my relationship with you, in the great fullness of my relationship with life, and the great fullness of my relationship with God. And I was a fallen away Catholic, and not that I'm exactly religious now, but I'm back in touch because of you with the magnificence of my relationship with God. So I thank you for nearly 100 years of blessings on this planet, everything you've given to me, and through me, the thousands and thousands and thousands of people I teach. I always unfailingly reference and quote you and let people know the deep and profound work of gratefulness. I love you with all my heart. I always will. The difference you've made is incalculable, and I'm deeply and profoundly grateful for you. Thank you. Happy, happy 100th birthday. Hope you are here for another 100 years, because all of the ripples from what you've brought to this world will last not for 100 years, but for thousands of years. I love you.
Thank you, Lynn. I think we all can feel your love and deep appreciation for Brother David. And thank you so much on behalf of the whole community for helping him find that early funding and financial support to make his vision possible through Grateful Living. Our next guest, like Brother David, enjoys just a little bit of mischief and fun. So welcome, Roshi Joan Halifax. Thanks for being here.
Dear Brother David, you're 100 years old or 100 years young. I remember when we first met. It was in the early 70s at Esalen Institute. And you and Vanya and I had a kind of connection. And at a certain point, you invited me to walk from Esalen to Tassajara. Well, I didn't think I had it in me at that time. So you and Vanya made your way without me. But I have never forgotten that invitation. And yet we have walked over many mountains and mountain passes together over the years. I think about our time at Lindisfarne, the fellowship, Bill Thompson, Francisco Varela, so many extraordinary people, and you in the midst, you bringing that great heart of yours into the fellowship. I think about Tom bringing you to Upaya Zen Center and us entering into this deep conversation about your aspirations, about your life, and about gratefulness. And I think about collaborating with you as gratefulness began to unfold as a medium, as a platform, and it served and continues to serve so many. I think about you coming to the Zen Center and us being naughty, giving a little bread and little wine to the many who were gathered there, and of dancing and of praying together and the joy that we've shared. I think about Mind and Life and how our lives wove into that through Francisco and also through our shared contemplation. And now you are 100. My, oh my. I'm so happy that you have lived so long. Our paths, may they cross again in this lifetime. Stay healthy, my dear friend, and stay also in touch with your great family. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Roshi Joan, for a lovely walk down memory lane. Brother David teaches that compassion is key to living gratefully. It's an honor to welcome Rick Hansen, who is at the forefront of making our world a more compassionate place for all of us.
I feel grateful for the chance to express my gratitude to Brother David and his extraordinary life and life's work. I was introduced to his work initially just hearing his voice in this remarkable video that I think many have seen, in which he's narrating essentially a way of relating to the world all around us, including a deep sense of the gifts of nature, the breath of life, the universe, and all the rest of it, and even the mysterious ground of all. Him turning us and turning our attention with that beautiful voice, so full of gratitude himself, turning us toward the simplicity and the immediacy of what we can be thankful for amidst the things that are challenging and difficult. All around us, no matter how bad it is, are things that we can be thankful for and appreciate, both out there in the world and, frankly, inside our own being, without being conceited or egotistical about it. And as Brother David knows well and teaches, in thankfulness is humility. We didn't make it. We're thankful for the gifts we receive. And so in that thankfulness is a humility that recognizes our dependence on so many things, other people who've in ways that are unknown to us have helped make a better world, and the ways that we are dependent upon and have been given, the natural world, the sunlight, and all the rest of it. So anyway, in that thankfulness is a great humility, and you can hear the humility, for me at least, in Brother David, and with it is such joy. I'm very grateful for him as well, in the fact that for someone as prominent as he is, he's very supportive of the endeavors of other people, including a project I've been involved with around compassion. He really has been supportive and helpful. So I'll just finish by saying I'm thankful for thankfulness as embodied by Brother David, with this overflowing love and generosity in his own heart, spreading throughout the world, touching so many lives, including my own.
Rick, thank you for your work in the world, and thank you for acknowledging the incredibly collaborative and generous nature of Brother David. Several years ago, I met our next guest when we invited her to participate in our Anatomy of Gratefulness course. We immediately recognized another powerhouse of wisdom and insight, someone who understands what Brother David has taught for all of these decades.
I've never had the good pleasure of meeting Brother David in person. I did, however, meet him while I was working on my own book on gratitude, a book that eventually bore the title Grateful. The way I met him was, as millions of people around the world have met him, through his TED Talk. And as I listened to that talk, some words stood out to me like bright lights, and I knew that this quote from that TED Talk was going to become central not only in my book, but to my life. The quote is as follows: "If you're grateful, you're not fearful. And if you're not fearful, you're not violent. If you're grateful, you act out of a sense of enough and not a sense of scarcity, and you are willing to share. If you are grateful, you are enjoying the differences between people, and you are respectful to everybody. And that changes this power pyramid under which we live." I couldn't believe that a talk on gratitude was also a talk that would criticize the hierarchical social arrangements that have kept so much of the world from the fullness of human dignity, that are impacting our economic system and having the worst of all effects on the environment, on the earth itself. And yet, here were words that were so true. If you're grateful, you're not fearful. And it's that lack of gratitude and that fearfulness that is the heart of so many of our social, political problems right now. Those words rocked my universe. This is one of the few quotes that I have either memorized or almost memorized. I've used it in hundreds of settings, in lectures and sermons and things that I have written. It goes with me everywhere in my heart. I've shared it with congregations, with poets and politicians. And I imagine a world, as Brother David introduced me to in that video, a world where gratitude rearranges everything. A world of dignity, mercy, love, equality, and full acceptance. Brother David, happy birthday. This writer is so glad you were born. Thank you for putting into words something that my heart always knew. And do know that I, in turn, share your insights with everyone who comes in contact with the wisdom I share with the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it is a blessed and beautiful day.
Our sincere thanks to everyone who contributed to today's celebration. And as we approach our final speakers, they need no introduction. I'm excited to welcome Oprah Winfrey, followed by the birthday boy himself, the grandfather of gratitude, our very own Brother David. Sam Nelson Smith, the lead singer of the Ex-Ambassadors and a dear friend and admirer of Brother David, will close our time together. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being with us and celebrating the life and the work of Brother David. Brother David, we are eternally grateful for you and all you have given to the world for 100 years. Happy birthday.
Brother David. So I'm standing outside of my house in Santa Barbara. You can hear the birds. Santa Barbara, where you came to dinner with Eckhart Tolle, and we had a lovely conversation. And I am just honored to be able to stand here and say to you, happy birthday to you. 100!
Well, it's a great gift to live for 100 years and to learn and keep learning. I still keep learning every day. But one thing crystallizes out very clearly, that the one thing that ultimately matters is human relationships, is love, is kindness to one another. Still have a lot to learn, but that is what I'm trying to learn. What I'm most grateful for as I look back on my long life is the love that was brought to me, all the kindness that other human beings gave me and still give to me every day. And the older I get, the more I try to remember those whom we usually overlook, the ones that grow our food, that harvest our food, all these migrant workers, the one who transport it and cook it and prepare it and package it. That's just one example. I'm grateful for all the good that comes to me from other human beings every moment of this life. One thing that gives me hope for the future is the many, many people like you who try to live gratefully every moment, who put gratefulness in their lives. Imagine if we were in a world in which everybody would practice grateful living. It would certainly be a different world. It would be the world that all human beings long for. That's what I'm most grateful for you all. The one thing that I would encourage you to practice is trust in life. Life is trustworthy, and therefore we need not fear. Anxiety is unavoidable, but fear, no fear. Life knows better, and life cares for us. And therefore, I would thank you all from all my heart and give you a very special blessing. For 100 years I had to think of something really special. So I wish you the blessings of the East, of the sunrise, of all that is youthful and joyful and childlike joy. And I wish you the blessing of the South, all that is ripe and fruitful and lasting. And I wish you the blessings of the West, the blessings of old age, of harvest, of a peaceful evening, of a sunset, of lying down and peaceful sleep. And I wish you the blessings of the North, all the clarity of coldness of ice crystals and icicles and all the joys of winter with the refreshing and renewing power, because all during winter the roots gather the strength for a new spring. And I wish you the blessings above, whatever is the highest for you, may it bear fruit in your heart and bring blessings to the world, and the blessings of the deep, all that is deepest in your heart and that no one else knows. I wish you that as a blessing.
So dear David Stendhal Rast, we're some of the monastics at Plum Village, and we're so happy to hear that you are thriving, that you are still continuing your friendship with Thai and your relationship to our teachers at Master Thich Nhat Hanh. And we want to wish you a happy 100th birthday. Happy Continuation Day.
Happy Continuation Day, Brother David.
Doctor's notes, swinging votes, I can't decide. I stay here much longer, surely will die. I lived a life full of vice, passion and crime. And I can't say I'm perfect, but I certainly try to be joyful, joyful, joyful and happy, celebrate, to be joyful, joyful, joyful and happy, just being alive. Happy birthday, Brother David.
Hi, Brother David. We are a gratitude group that has been meeting for over 10 years, and we wanted to sing you a special birthday song. Here it goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift to the earth. You're a gift to the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. 'Cause every day we are born. Every day we are born. Every day we are free. love.
Indeed,
Thank you.
love
Thank
you.
you.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
Happy
Thank you.
Happy 100.
Thank you.